Okay, it was Galaga. That's the one. Did I say Gattaca or Galactica? I don't know what it was. But anyway, look up Galaga. All right, this is again. This kind of falls into the game we were talking about before, asteroids, where it's very simple. It's not a hard one. You got your score up here. That's easy. If you can spell score, that is easy. And probably what's simplest about this game is just the very fact that, whatever you're. What am I drawing here? You're, there's the spaceship. Your player is far less complicated than the actual enemies, okay? So in Galaga, this guy, let's write a little note here that we were talking about Galaga. This guy just goes back and forth, right? So it's left and right. You're not even, you're not even going forward at all. So in terms of, moving him back and forth, I guess what's probably easiest would be to just, kind of have your finger, right? And wherever your finger is at, he's just going to go to that point, to the X location of your finger. That's probably what I do. So that's, essentially just touches down, touches moved. That's what you're dealing with there. And then, all right, so yeah, then you've got your kind of enemies, right, coming down here. And if you were to go and watch like a YouTube video of the gameplay, which I did just a moment ago, you're going to find that these guys are essentially just doing the same thing. So let's say you have like a column of these guys right here. Okay, so they're going to do the same thing. Let's say they're told, to move in this circular fashion and then go back up. All right. They're all basically doing the same exact motion, just a little bit offset from each other. Okay. So different points. So basically, I think what you're doing inside of this enemy class is kind of predefining the movements, and each one of these enemies could all just kind of share the same class, I think, because they all are basically doing the same thing. But you have a property that's like your move action, and when you basically spawn these guys, they do all tend to spawn off screen anyway. So in terms of kind of offsetting when they do these things, right? Even though they're doing all the same thing, they're offset. You could just you have a little timer that's like a half a second later this guy's going to appear right in the same spot, but half a second later this guy's already moved down one, right? So this dude over here is just basically taking that guy's, he's going to start at the same spot, he's already down, right? And so on, like that. So you're kind of you basically have a spawn timer at certain frequencies to basically set up 8 guys, right? So spawn timer, and function wise you're passing in a parameter to spawn 8 guys, so how many to spawn, right? And also you're defining what's the move action they're going to do. So you have to start coming up with names like straight down, circle to left, back up, and mathematically you could do that. That's certainly how you're going to probably get some of the smoothest circular motions. You could also go and go into the and Sprite Kit, make an action, right? A move action that comes similar to it. You're basically just kind of moving somebody here, 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 here. And you might get kind of more of this motion just depending on how fast they're doing it. So then, if you really wanted to kind of smooth it out, put different, kind of more than one action in there. But that's something to think about. And then in terms of them firing, well, that's an easy one too. Obviously, these guys would all have some sort of physics body on them where you're detecting both when detecting their bullets coming down, which 2 would have a physics body, but also when this guy shoots upward, if the bullet type collides with this type thing, then blows up, right? Same thing down here. Lives, that's another obvious one. You only show the number of lives for that you have. All right, so there you go. So you die, blow up, take one of those off. And then, yeah, Galaga is one of those games where you don't actually have to kill everybody. So, basically the entire time you're kind of tracking how many times you've actually successfully hit one of these enemies. So, and you're kind of, again, timing things out here. After you've played for a minute, everybody gets cleared off, and then you display, okay, successful hits 20 or something like that. And then, again, looping back around, you're going to start initiating some sort of other spawn timer again. And that is, that's pretty much the game. So I think we maybe ended on an easy one. Hopefully. This is a game I would suggest a new programmer try because it's doable. It's very doable. It's not like Risk. I'll just keep going back to Risk. Okay, I'll see you guys. And no, you know what? Be sure to email me if you want to see a particular. If you want my thoughts on how to begin a game. I kind of like these videos, so I'm more than willing to kind of come on here for a few minutes and talk through some ideas. All right, that's it. Be sure you're watching me on the Cartoon Smart app. It now has a watch later position. Apple approved it today within a few hours.